What else have we got? Another future setting here is the snooze or sleep or standby. If we press that button, it's not available yet, but that's something I'm working on at the moment. So what that will do...
I mean, how important is the snooze button? I mean, how much money do you actually save by snoozing?
Again, it
or
depends.
Is it just a feature that everybody else has got, so you're going to have it because they have it?
Well, no, not really. It's yeah. I mean, if your oven is going to be off, some people love it. They want to have it on there. It'll cool down to, and maybe I'll do the demo on it and see what sort of temperature. I'd probably say we'd drop it down to 200 degrees. Turn the belt off and drop it to 200 degrees in this mode. And I'd say the reason you stop the belt is so that no one accidentally puts product on the belt while it's in standby mode.
Yep.
So what they'll need to do is, that will probably stay on that screen. It'll have written on the screen in big writing. Standby is on, and if the client wanted to go out of standby, they'd press the screen again and it will do it back to normal operation.
Fire up and basically get going.
Yep. So the other key here is just an instruction set, how to use.
How to use it all. Gently touch switches. No hammers needed.
No, exactly. There's a
Keep your greasy fingers off it.
That's it. Home key there, that goes back to the front screen. This little arrow obviously scrolls through each page individually.
And you've got a
QR code, yeah. This will have a serial number of the machine. And if you want the actual data badge, that will be, I don't think this one's set up, no. So there'll be actually a data badge there that will have the oven specs, voltage, gas flow, injector sizes, an exact copy of the compliance notice. Yep.
Basically. Cool. I mean, basically they just need the 3 switches on, 3 switches off, and don't touch it.
Yeah.
And everything else should be locked out.
I did have a version that only had one switch, similar to the older ovens, and that seemed to work all right, but yeah, I just
well, you're going to have individual differences. You know, the oven setup in Darwin and Broome will be quite different to setting shit up in Tasmania. You know, stuff out in Tamworth will be different setup to Port Macquarie.
Yeah. And if someone wants that specifically, or wants my original screens were, I think you saw the original screen. It had like that beach background.
Yeah.
So I had all that. You can have your own screens, whatever you want. I've got different style switches.
I think
logos can change,
most of them just want the speed.
Yeah.
To meet their Domino's specifics or Pizza Hut specifics or whoever.
Yep.
And they basically just want quick fault finding when there's a problem. And I think probably their head offices will probably, because of some of the compliance issues with a lot of these guys, and the guys that will be getting the refurb Domino, they're probably at the lower end, so your maintenance issues are going to be ongoing with them. So we're going to have to be fairly strict on that.
Yeah. Well, this system is a control only. It's not a magic wand to make the Blodgetts all brand new and sparkly again.
No, they just want to make this. You know, that's the 3-phase motors, that's the cooling fans to keep the motors cool and everything running, rather than busting capacitors every 5 seconds and popping motors every second capacitor. So,
and this system can be retrofitted.
And conveyor motors, you brand new everything in the ovens. So they're virtually a brand new oven.
Yeah. So gone away from the old
the
old DC or brushless motor. All that's completely different in this system. It's a much cheaper way of repairing it than
spending $5,000 on a controller and a motor.
Yep. And it's done. It's only done because the difficulty in getting parts for these machines now. It's problematic getting anything for the Blodgetts.
Yes.
Controllers, motors, and everything that does come through is usually second hand anyway. And
shit.
Yeah. So. Yeah. You're basically band-aiding these machines all the time. So.
We're just going to avoid that whole situation.
Yeah, I wanted a solution where I'm not band-aiding a machine, because that's not what I do. I don't like band-aiding things.
Yeah.
So.
Because everybody hates you.
Yeah, because a week later it breaks again. So something else goes wrong.
All right. Very good. Well, we'll probably finish it there.